So here are the two MAC eyeshadows. I'm going to talk you through how you can spot how one is real and one is fake. Side by side you can see they are incredibly close in appearance. What you will notice though is that the one on the right, which is the black shade, the box is actually a lot blacker there. And the one on the left has a little bit, I don't know, it's kind of a washed out sort of black. Now the one on the right is actually the real one. This is Black Tide by MAC, and the left one is fake. So right off the bat there you can see that MAC packaging is a very intense black. Now sometimes they're matte, sometimes they've got a slight satin sheen to them, so the box isn't always exactly this kind of finish, but it is always a very intense black. So that is our first difference. And then we're going to take a look at the top of both of these shadows together. So as you can see here, we've got the names. Black Tide is printed in this kind of very sort of squared off sort of font. And yeah, it's a nice font, but it's very tidy, whereas the one on the fake MAC is a lot rounder, it's a lot larger, and as you can see there's actually a misprint there, because this should be strike a pause and it should be 3 words, and they've actually put a pause as 1 word, which is such bad grammar. So right off there you can see that that is different. Now sometimes on the MAC boxes the name will be on a little round sticker. Not to be afraid of that, sometimes they do put the names on with little stickers. Most of the time it is printed on the box, but this is part of the permanent line, so that is why it's printed. Sometimes when you get something that's part of a collection it is on a little sticker, simply because I think it's like a limited edition thing. So that's what the names look like. So if we take a look at the back on both of these shadows, you can see again they have kept it so incredibly close, it's unbelievable. Here you can see they've got exactly the same details. They've got the little recycle sign there, and they've even got the address details. Now the one on the right of course is the real one, the one on the left is the fake one, but as you can see from there that is not something that you can really tell from here. It's actually very, very good detail that they've given on the back of the box. The side of the box is pretty much similar, so you've got your fake one on the bottom here and your real one on the top. So yeah, the ingredients, not much to say about how different they look. I think the one on the real one does look a little bit more intense, like the print on it is a really nice white, it's very, very clear. The one on the bottom, I think it's a lot to do with the fact that the cardboard is not an intense black. The print on here is not as intense as it is on the top one. Now the quality of a cardboard on a MAC box is incredibly good. It's a really, really thick cardboard. When you rub it between your hands and try to bend it, it does have some resistance and it doesn't bend very easily or tear easily. It has the back to MAC on the inside flap here. And yeah, it's a good quality cardboard. Now the one on the fake one, as you can see, it's actually torn when I've opened it. The cardboard on this box is incredibly thin and flimsy. It creases and bends easily. Now they've got the back to MAC on there as well, which again looks pretty much identical to the original one. So there's a slight angle to this one here, so it's cut slightly differently, whereas the MAC box is cut straight. So that's a very small difference, but it is a difference. These are the two colours. The blue one is the fake and the black one is the real. Looking at them side by side, it's so difficult to tell one from the other. They are incredibly close. I mean, even right down to the fact that the way they open and the actual hinge system on them is just fantastic. Really, it's really identical. And as you can see, I mean, that's a fantastic job what they've done there, because it's incredibly close. So looking at them like this, you can't automatically tell real from fake, but if you turn them over, this is where the differences really start to jump out at you. So the real MAC will have a name printed on it like this. It's in the same sort of font as the box is, so it's quite a squared off sort of font. And it has the address around the outside, and it always has a little printed sort of sequence of letters and numbers, if you can just see that one there. And that basically is sort of the batch, so it's kind of when the year it was run off and the month. I don't know how to read those, to be fair, so I'm not going to try, but that's what that is, and it just says what kind of finish it is. And yeah, so that's what it looks like. And then the fake one. The fake one is a mile away from this one. Again, there's a misspell on strike a pause. The A5 is like in the same lettering and the same white. When they do that kind of thing on a real one, it is always in a different colour is sometimes it's barely visible. On this they've like made that mistake there. They haven't put the finish of the shadow, and it is a very crisp white on black. The MAC ones just, they always look really nice. They kind of have like a matte sort of sticker. Yeah, so you can see it's very, very different. And also sometimes on the eyeshadows they'll just have a number rather than a name. MAC shadows all come with names, they don't come as numbers, so be very wary of that one. So that's how you can tell the difference between a MAC eyeshadow. Moving on to lipsticks, I'm going to compare these. Now, I did have a fake MAC that's just a standard. I'm sorry I can't find that, I don't have it to show you. But I do have these, which are from the Venomous Villains collection. So, right off, I think you can see there's a difference between the pictures. This is the real one. You can see it has a lovely coloration to it, and her face is perfect, as in it looks exactly like the animation. On the fake one, you can see it is more stretched, slightly off skew, and it doesn't have the same coloration in the skin. So you can kind of see, although the image is identical, they've just kind of made it the wrong size, the wrong coloration. Side by side, they are the same size in height. They look like they're the identical size, but they're not when I'm going to show you something coming up. But this is what they look like. Now, the real one, if I take that off, I'll take this off. Again, they've got MAC printed on them. Fantastic job on the copying there. And this is Heartless, which is one of my favourite reds. Gorgeous, gorgeous colour. This one, this is the colour. Now, as you can see, there are some strange shapes to the lipstick bullet. MAC will not actually release these like this. MAC bullets are always very perfect, so they won't have any kind of different shapes on them like this, because that would be considered as a second by MAC and it wouldn't make the release. So the bullet itself is not right, and it doesn't have a smell. Now, MAC lipsticks, if you own one or if you've ever smelled one, they smell amazing. You can see the bullet is perfect on this one. There are no kind of changes in the size. It's perfectly round and it smells totally amazing. With the lids, this is where you can actually find the difference. So this is the real one. You can hear it click on, and it is on secure. You have to push it off. But if I take the lid from the fake one and try to pop that one in there, it actually will not click on because it is too big. As you can see there, swivels around, won't click. That one is far too big. Only fits that one, and it does click in place, but it doesn't make the same sound. And then if I put the real lid on, the real lid won't actually go all the way down. So this is too small to go on the fake. So the fake ones are slightly bigger as well. So that's another thing to watch out for. If you feel them, this one has a decent amount of weight to it. You can feel that it is a good quality plastic. This feels incredibly light, very, very light. If you were to feel them side by side, you can definitely tell the difference. It's like it's got no substance to it. So the next thing I'm going to show you is the stickers on the bottom of these lipsticks. On the bottom of a MAC lipstick, you do have this kind of sticker. It's very much like the eyeshadow. It's got the address around the outside, and then it does have the name of the lipstick on. So this one, it's slightly different than a proper one, I guess, because this is part of a limited edition collection, but it has the same sort of font, and there is a small code on there as well that will tell you when it was made. The fake ones have that same sort of print as the fake eyeshadow. It's a rounded print. It's not the same sort of blocky print as MAC use, and most of them just have a number on them. MAC do not number their lipsticks. I think the only lipstick that has a number, I think it's called CB96 or something like that, in the permanent collection. You can go on the maccosmetics.co.uk. There is one lipstick that does have numbers in its name, but this one is number 12, which is ridiculous because they don't do them with numbers, so it's just a ridiculous attempt, really. The sticker's not put on very well either. So that's it. That is what they look like. Fake MAC lipsticks look like. So hopefully that's been of some help to you. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I do my research. So here we are on eBay, and I'm currently going to show you the Marilyn Monroe lipsticks. Now, these are currently some of the ones that are listed. And as you can see, I mean, this one here is fake. MAC didn't release their items in this packaging. But sometimes it's difficult with flash photography to get shades exactly the same. So a lot of these I would think or assume were real just from looking at them. If they're starting at something ridiculous like 99 pence, then you know it's not real. This one here is $35.99. It's a good indication that that's a real item because obviously people are trying to make money off them now. This one here, brand new various colours, and this one is fake. This one says A17 Underworld. I'm not going to show you the seller's name on here. You can search this if you would like to. MAC lipsticks, brand new, various shades. So this is for A17 Underworld. That's a picture of actually a real MAC lipstick. By the looks of it, is there a larger image? Oh look, there's a number of images here that we can take a look at. Laugh a Lot, not a part of the collection. They've given them numbers. That one says taupe, even though it's very clearly red. Hot Tahiti, Frost Plum Pink, Hot House. These are pictures of actual MAC lipsticks, but these will not be the ones that you get. That is one of the listings. Now what I do when I'm searching for lipsticks, I will bring up my page of the things. I'll just type in MAC lipstick, brings up everything, and then you can scroll through. When I see one that I like, I then go over to Google and I Google it. Now what I've done here is I've Googled MAC Marilyn Monroe lipstick. These are actually for sale on a site called wholesaleMACMakeupPro.com. MAC do not sell through Makeup Pro websites. Please don't trust those. You can get them at CCOs, but they are trusted. This is the MAC Marilyn Monroe lipstick collection apparently, and there are 24 of them, and they are numbered. So, you know, you'd be ordering a number. MAC lipsticks do not come with numbers, they come with names. Now, if I was looking on here, I actually Googled the shades on here. You can see there's another one of these listings, and it's just not the same picture and just totally wrong box and totally wrong bullet casing. So these are just really bad. Here's another example of how bad these copies are. There are a lot of copies of the Marilyn Monroe collection simply because it sold out and sold so well. So what I do is I Google MAC Marilyn Monroe lipstick, and then I look for photographs just so I can have a look at what the shades are. Now this one here is actually the official ones. So from here I'll take a look and see if I can find a reputable post. I usually stick to Allura Beauty or Temptalia.com, but you can just have a scroll around on here. This one here, particularly people's blog posts, they're unlikely to blog on fake products. So we've got a blog here of a MAC Marilyn Monroe haul. We'll just go into that. Limited edition fall 2012, and here are the pictures of the collection. There are the boxes, pictures of the blushes and the lipsticks. So as you can see, those are the lipstick colours, and then swatches of the lipstick colours. There's a little video there you can check out as well. So that's a blog. You can check out people's blogs. I usually stick to the bigger bloggers, but it doesn't really matter as long as you just, if you type in the name of the lipstick, if you just type in MAC, the name of the lipstick you're looking for, I'll give you an example here. Up the amp. You've seen your picture on eBay. Now you want to see what the colours are online. I do that, and then here we are. Here are all the things for MAC Up the Amp. So this is in the images. There's a picture of it there. There will be other lipsticks that come up, but here we go. There's Up the Amp again. There's Up the Amp. So just lots of pictures of Up the Amp so that you can take a look and see whether these pictures actually look like the one that's on eBay. Then the other thing that I'll also do, I will go across to YouTube and I will type in, we'll go back to the Marilyn Monroe, MAC Marilyn Monroe lipstick, and search for some videos. Then you can come up with lots of different hauls from different people. it will actually go through the lipsticks that were part of that collection and actually show you the colours, the packaging and everything that you actually need to know. Here's one by Allura. I trust Allura and Temptalia. They do fantastic videos. So here we are. Here is Allura's video. Just paused it here to show you. And here you can see 3 of the lipsticks. She'll actually do swatches. She shows you the packaging. So this will actually give you a great idea about what you are looking at, whether it's fake, whether it's real, and what you should do. So this is what the actual real packaging will look like. So that's a really good place. So I know it seems like a huge amount of hassle, but it really is worth it to make sure that you don't get fakes. The other thing that I will do is, if you're not too sure, you can ask for photographs of the stickers from the bottom. That's always a good thing to ask. I mean, here's an example of something that's the totally wrong colour. This is a MAC pigment in cornflower. This is not cornflower. Cornflower, nothing looks like this at all. Does not resemble this. This is like a shimmer, pale lilac colour. Cornflower is a vibrant, proper cornflower blue. This is a fake MAC pigment. So if you Google them, then you can definitely tell what colour the thing should be. And when you look at the photograph, you can see that it is fake. So that's another good way. Here is a list, and I'm not going to show you the seller here, but this person has got these shadows listed. You're not going to get a MAC shadow, particularly one that is like was a limited edition, for that sort of price. No way, not brand new. So look at price. If it's extremely low, then it is more than likely it is fake. And they have written the number down as CB10 as what the shade's called. MAC will not call their shades by numbers, they give them names. So we can see that this one is fake on price and also on the fact that it has a number there. You can also go into a person's selling history. You just click on their name and it'll take you in, and you can see what the feedback is like on their selling, and you can see what people have said. So, great touch, quick delivery, fast shipping, perfect item. This one, they're not saying this is fake, it's all really good reviews, which is great, and that's what you want to see. Also, you can see that they're basically just selling one of each item. If you go onto a person's listing and they're basically selling like 10 items, all of the same thing, it is unlikely that they are real. So that's what I'm kind of saying. Click into the seller, click into the item, see what other items the other seller's got up for sale, check their feedback, make sure that it's a really good seller, look around on your sellers after you've researched your colours. It's just a really good way to do things. So what I usually do, just to recap, I look for an item, find it, then I go on to Google, I Google it, I find images of it, I YouTube it to find videos of people hauling it and showing the colour, and then I will go on back onto eBay, check the seller, have a look and see how many sales they've got, if their feedback's good, if anybody said anything about it being fake. If they've got lots of feedback and it's all good about lots of makeup items, then this is a real seller. You're highly unlikely to get something fake from them because people can spot fakes, and if everybody's pleased with what they're getting sent, then it's more than likely real. If you're in doubt, ask for photos of the stickers on the bottom. That's a really good way of finding out. Some people will just kind of email back and go, oh, yeah, my camera's not working or something like that. I've had that before, and it's like, oh yeah, so not bidding on that. So yeah, that's kind of my little rundown. I hope it kind of makes sense. I feel like I've just kind of been gobbledygooking a little bit there, but that's how I do it. So yeah.